Within the same table, if you want to put joins to fetch some data, it's not team lead name, it's a team lead ID. Your name is same as that of employee name, right? Let's say you are my boss. We both are employee, right? Employee name means there would be a Samiksha also and Kiran also. See, how you can explain is like this is database. Yeah, ORM is different, database is different, Django is different. Ask me.
Tell me what is billing system?
Okay, so I should be saying billing system is a project where bills were generated. There was a single user which I had developed. When single user logs in, that's why all the people, those who are hearing this, you should be knowing every bit of it, every word of your resume. You should be aware very well. That's it. आज किरण एकेडमी ने एक ऐप लॉन्च की है, आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दी गई है, आप डाउनलोड कीजिए, उसमें आपको सारे फ्री कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, प्लेसमेंट के कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, टेक्निकल मॉक इंटरव्यूज मिलेंगे, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया हुआ है जिससे आप कोई भी इंटरव्यू को पास कर सकते हो, ट्राई कर सकते हो, एटलीस्ट अपना प्रिपरेशन और अच्छा एक लेवल पे ले जा सकते हो। बहुत सारे कोर्सेज भी है उसमें जहाँ पे आप बाय कर सकते हो, पेड कोर्सेज है, बहुत छोटा छोटा अमाउंट हम चार्ज कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर आपको प्री रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस भी मिलेंगे, बहुत सारी चीजें ये ऐप में लेके आए हम, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया है, आज तक का हमारा एक्सपीरियंस उसमें आपको दिखेगा, हमने कितना काम किया हुआ है जो आपको फ्री में भी बहुत कुछ देके जाएगा। हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज किरण, आई एम फ्रॉम किरण एकेडमी। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टेक इंटरव्यू फॉर समीक्षा। शी इज MSc Computer Science from Amravati University. Basically she is from Vidarbha. So I'm going to ask her questions on the Python, core Python, then advanced Python, and then Django. So and obviously SQL, HTML, CSS also. So all this is related to Python full stack. So she's ready to give answers for that. She's very well prepared. So Samiksha, you're okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Samiksha, you have done your computer science from Shri Brijlal Biyani College, right?
Yes.
You secured 9th rank.
Yes, sir.
Right. And first rank was also from your college or not?
I
You don't know.
have any idea, sir.
Okay, okay. BSc, you didn't secure any rank?
At college level, I secured 3rd rank.
In college level?
Yes.
But in MSc, university level, 9th rank.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so I'm going through your resume and I can see various skills over there. So first question is like, I saw here core Python and advanced Python. So how you correlate between these two, or what are the things covered in the core Python you think and in advanced Python?
By my point of view, core Python includes various basic that includes list, tuple, set. Okay, and in advanced Python, it includes exception, and frameworks, etc.
Okay, Django framework also you know, right?
Yes.
Did you ever created any project in Django?
Yes, sir.
Which project?
I have created my educational hub project that I mentioned in my resume.
So you did that in college or
No,
later?
sir. I have completed this project when I complete my
In this course?
course. Yes.
Okay. Then I see HTML, CSS, JS, SQL. What is JS?
JavaScript.
What is the use of it?
It is a fundamental language that is used to develop front-end languages and used along with the HTML, CSS.
So JS is used along with the HTML, CSS.
Yes.
What is the relationship between HTML and CSS?
HTML is a hypertext markup language and CSS is cascading style sheet. So basically HTML is a skeleton, just act like a skeleton, and CSS is a body of the skeleton. So
If you don't have CSS,
yes.
will you be able to put colors in the HTML page? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, you can.
How can?
See, there is a font, there is BG color attribute.
Yes.
So you can.
Yes.
By CSS, what is the advantage? Consistency. You can consolidate all the colors and everything into the one file. Understood? In HTML, you need to include styles. Styles of CSS or some CSS. Okay. No problem. So JS you said in the front end you use. How you relate Django framework and SQL?
Django basically is a open source framework that allows us to make web applications and for various projects. Just like I have used Django framework in my project. It includes ORM. That ORM gives the
ORM means?
ORM means object relational mapping. That gives that is used like a SQL and
What is ORM? Means Django framework and SQL.
yes.
So Django framework has database, or database is different thing?
No, basically Django provides its own. Django is based on the ORM, that is object relational mapping, and it gives us that is advantage of Django, that gives us a ORM. Sorry, that gives us
See, how you can explain is like this is database. Yeah, ORM is different, database is different, Django is different. Django provides ORM thing, right? And with this, you can call, you can retrieve, you can insert values into the database. So database is altogether very different. Django is calling a database. Django is connecting to the database
yes.
through ORM framework, right? So you
Without
understood?
writing any SQL queries, we can.
So you mean to say no SQL queries should be there in the ORM?
Yes.
So in Python Django framework, you cannot write queries, you want to say?
Yes, we can join. We can write queries instead of writing queries like insert into, or update from, or delete. We can use object.get.all.
So inbuilt methods are there.
Yes.
Any method you remember?
If we want to get a single element, then we will use objects.get, and if we want to get all data, then we will use objects.get.all, and if we want to insert particular or update a value, then we will use like this.
Okay, no problem. Relax. Take care. So you are able to give answers. Okay. So this was the overview of your profile, I can see.
Yes.
If I ask you, what is the billing system you have developed?
Basically, billing system, I have used the billing system using only functional programming. That is only backend work. It includes the one user gives just like a menu bar. If we are going at a hotel, then it will gives a menu like which order we have to take just before getting an order. So
Okay. What was there more in billing system?
okay, I will explain later.
Whatever you feel, you just explain. Don't worry. Relax. So see, first of all, I have to tell every audience and you also, interview, even real interview, this is mock interview. In real interview also, there is no specifics, like whether you should be telling in short, whether you should be telling in detail. Only sense should be retained. Means if someone is asking you a question, the answer should be somewhat logical. There is no rule like 4 lines, 5 lines, or should I have my resume in 4 pages, 3 pages. There is no rule. Okay, resume should be there. That's it.
Yes.
Clear? So I want answer for billing system. That's it. So we explain me billing system. If you want to elaborate this much, I don't have problem. This much, I don't have problem. You just explain.
I have used in this functional programming, in which I have also used for loops, if that is conditional statements, and use list tuples. So in output, it will gives the menu bar, and the user will input the which items you have to order, and it will give the amount. And using while true loop, I have used the
Okay, now while loop, something you said, right? So now sometimes you are going into the code,
Yes.
sometimes you are remaining outside. So whenever the project is asked, you don't need to tell code actually, like while loop, for loop, don't go that depth.
Okay.
When your billing system is asked, if I would have been a candidate instead of you, okay, so should I try to answer?
Sure, sir.
So you ask me what is billing system?
Yes.
Ask me.
Tell me what is billing system.
Okay. So I should be saying billing system is a project where bills were generated. There was a single user which I had developed. When single user logs in, he will be able to see what is the expenditure, what are the things he has bought, and what are the products he is going to sell, and what are the products he want to buy. So every time bill is generated and he can see his bill. That's it. Or now see, I don't know this project, but still I spoke something.
Yes.
And even interviewer doesn't know what is there in the project. So speak like that. And you know good English. You have good confidence also. So you can easily do this. Got my point? It's very easy. Don't worry. Now you try to explain me personal portfolio project.
Okay. Basically.
Explain so flawless, smooth. Okay?
Yes. My personal portfolio is about I have used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript language,
Perfect.
and in which I have developed a web application or a website that implies introductory part of myself, that implies which education I have completed and what skills I do have, and which projects I have created. That's all.
Good. And how to remember that? See, now student management system. You remember the menu that project has. Menu, you know menu?
Yes.
Contact us, about us, or something. So speak about that. In student management system, there was the home screen, then there something was there, then there was my profile, then logout, login functionality was there. Like that you keep talking. Got my point now? But it's good now, personal portfolio, you explained very well. I have not yet asked you on the Python, okay? So I'm just going through your resume. So you understand that interviewer can go this depth in your resume also. That's why all the people, those who are hearing this, you should be knowing every bit of it, every word of your resume. You should be aware very well. That's it. Right?
Yes.
So one more question I will be asking you, like you wrote VS Code, MySQL Workbench, right?
Yes.
So what is these both things?
Both are the
Editors.
that I have used. VS Code I have used for the Python, Django framework, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And MySQL Workbench is a SQL is a database which perform SQL languages, but
SQL operations.
okay, SQL operations, and that's all.
Okay, great. You did certification. Okay, so you did online course or offline course at Kiran Academy?
I have done online course.
So in online you understand, right?
Yes.
Okay. So people think that online education is not too good. What's your view on that? Means it is possible or not, online course?
Yes, it can be. As my point of view, online education is the best, because whenever having any troubleshoots or any
Any
distractions or problem, we can attend at our home.
Correct.
And only we need only to attend ourselves
Regularly, discipline.
Yes.
So guys, as she shared, this in between of this video, I want to tell you, online course, online education is really good. I'm not opposing the offline, but now just before an interview, you told me one reason also why you did online.
Because of money issue.
Because of money issues,
I
spending
don't
is
have any money issue, but
still,
yes.
but that's a problem actually.
Yes.
Means unnecessary spending of money
Yes.
in the offline and all that stuff.
Yes.
So better to do online. It's easy, convenience, and ease of use is there. Simple, right? Okay. Next is, let me go through the Python. But everybody try to understand, interviews are like this. Interviews are not so technical always. He don't want you to be very, very technical, but at least you should be talking something whenever it has been asked. So can you tell me like how you will create an empty set?
Simply set and round brackets. or we can assign s equal to curly braces.
So you can define elements into set.
Yes.
Okay. What is the difference between set and list?
Okay. List is a order, mutable, heterogeneous collection of elements. Set is a unordered, mutable, heterogeneous collection of elements. But in set, we cannot do any updation or any deletion. So no, we can perform deletion operation, but we can't update or insert values. We can add the values in set. In list, we can add values by add insert method, append method, and in set we can add by add method, and that's it.
What is the difference between break and continue?
Break and continue both are the transfer statements, both, and break statement is used for when we have to go out of the loop, then we use break statement, and continue statement is used to continue, means we have to go on a first loop, then we will use continuous.
How to update data in dictionary?
We can update data in dictionary by using variable name, and means can I tell syntax?
Anything, again, don't worry about anything in interview, just keep on talking, okay?
Yes. Variable name, the updated value, and the assigning value, that is we are assigning the updating value.
Can one function return 3-4 values in Python? Multiple values in Python?
Yes.
No problem.
No problem.
Okay. Why to return 4-5 values?
Depends on us.
Depends on us, but maybe for what?
For return function is basically used for the future purpose, that reduce the code, reduce the reusability. And return statement is the last statement of the function.
Okay. Yeah, but why? Why there might be need that you are returning multiple values?
I don't have any idea, sir.
Simple. If you want multiple products,
Okay.
and you can use list also, but product name also can be comma separated, right? That also you can return. So no problem. Can you explain what is difference between for loop and while loop?
Okay. For loop and while loop both are the iterating statements, and for loop is used for a sequence, and while loop is also used for a sequence. But for loop, it will check the condition incrementation. Okay, but in while loop, the iteration will be occur at once. But in for loop, it will if the condition fails, it will terminate the loop.
What is functional programming?
Functional programming is a block of code.
And what is sequential programming? No? Okay. So just think about it. Oops concept are under functional programming?
Yes.
Yes. And sequential means scripting, right?
Yes.
So Python is a scripted language or not? It is a scripting language or not?
Yes.
Yes, right? Why?
Because it is easy to use and easy to learn, and easy, simple English language.
You are just a fresher, right? 23 pass out, means last year you got passed out. So as per that, the knowledge which you have is good, not a problem. Then let me ask you more things like, what is PDBC?
PDBC is a basically Python database connectivity. The Python code that have ability to interact with database, that is known as PDBC. And PDBC includes various conditions, that is making connections, then executing queries, then interacting with database, and other operations can be performed in the PDBC. There is three main terms in PDBC: execute, connect, and cursor. The connect is used for the making connection, with the database. Cursor is used to interact with database, and execute is used to execute the queries.
Okay, great. What is packing and unpacking?
Okay. Packing means simply wrap up the data, and both packing and unpacking occurs in only tuple. And unpacking is means
How to iterate tuple? How to iterate tuple?
by using slicing and indexing.
Okay. Did you use slicing
Yes.
for?
For iterating tuple, set, dictionary, list.
How to split string into two parts?
Using split.
Split method.
Yes.
What are the parameters we need to pass there? Start index and end index.
I don't have any idea, sir.
Okay. Django, how to write view? What you write in view file?
In view, we define functions. We define functions there, and the view will execute the that is
Okay. Let's say there is an array, and if I ask you to remove duplicates from that array, how you will do that?
first I will use basically I will
Declare an array.
an array. Then using for loop, I will check the each one elements from an array. If the array is not present, if array is present in the list, it will print the output and append using what can I say? Using append method, I will append in the list.
Okay. What is append and concat?
Append and concat. Okay. Append method is used in a list to insert data into list, and concat is a method that concats the data.
What is frozen set?
It is a type of set.
Yeah, so what is it?
I have not gone through detail of the frozen set, sir.
So you need to go in detail, okay? Because now the market which is asking, people are not at the only basic level. They want people to be knowing in depth,
Yes.
correct? So how memory is managed in Python?
Basically, when we use Python,
No need to say basically always, okay? No problem. Go ahead.
sorry, sir.
And that's not a problem.
When we use a Python code, it automatically get a memory. But Python programmers have developed a program called garbage collector. It collects the unnecessary data. Means when we declare a variable that is a equal to 10, and again we declare a variable a equal to 20, then the Python garbage collector will collect the first a equal to 10, and it will give the output as equal to 20.
What is del method?
Del is a keyword, sir.
It's a keyword. It's not a method?
No, sir.
Okay.
It is used
What happens with this
to,
keyword?
It is used to delete.
How to find address of any object?
By using reference?
Reference is a method?
No.
Then?
Reference is a variable. By using reference variable. Sorry.
What is a reference variable? So how to find out address of that reference variable? Any method? ID, type?
No. By
What?
using ID, by using type.
So if I use that reference variable in ID type method, what it will return? Something right? Maybe student, yes. This is object. Now this S is there, right? So I write type, yes. What is going to happen? What it will print?
It will return as a class
Perfect.
in single quote str.
Let's say you have, how you will be running any while loop in finite times?
Using while true.
What is while true?
While true is a iterating statement. No, it's not iterating statement. It is a conditional statement that is that use the
While true means inside while there should be true instead of condition, right?
Yes,
So
and it will goes for it will goes infinitely until the break statement occurs.
So how you will stop the
While true. Okay, by using break keyword.
okay? So break you need to use, right?
Yes.
Great. Which operators are available in the Python?
There are various kinds of operators in Python, which are arithmetic, logical,
And
assignment, and special operators.
what is global keyword in Python?
Global keyword is a
To declare global variable?
yes, yes, sir.
Pakka?
Yes.
What is pandas? What is numpy?
These both are the libraries provided by Python. That are the NumPy is a basically fundamental language for computing. Sorry, it is a fundamental language. Yes, and pandas is used for the various open source, and it is both are used for the machine learning, artificial intelligence, etc.
Great. If you don't know about, many students says when question is been asked what is numpy and pandas. So many students says, sir, I don't know about it. See, if I have not asked you in depth, at least you should be saying what you said.
Yes.
Guys, those who are listening this interview, I want to advise you, if you don't know and if you are aware of it, there is difference. At least you should be able to talk something. NumPy and pandas, they are the for data science or for machine learning, they are used. These are the open source libraries like that you can speak, which can be integrated into the Python. Okay, so that is great that even you might be not you are aware in depth for NumPy and pandas.
I only have the knowledge.
That's it. Good. If I give you two lists
Okay.
having some common elements, can it be possible to find out common elements between two lists?
Sure, sir.
What logic you will do?
To finding
Common elements.
Just like we eliminate the elements from the list, we can append the list by using common elements from the list.
What is double underscore init double underscore method in Python?
Okay. It is magic method, and it is
Why it's a magic method?
because it is a constructor. And whenever a constructor called, basically constructor, sorry for the basically,
No.
init is a constructor that calls when object is created. Init is used to initialize a constructor. Init uses self as a first parameter, and by using init we can define our constructor.
How you delete files in Python? You know file operations in Python?
Yes.
What do you know in file operation?
There are append, sorry, write, read lines, write lines. These are.
What is lambda?
Lambda is an anonymous function defining without a function name, but we can define lambda function using lambda keyword. But when we use when we have to use compact code, then we use a lambda function, and it is used in higher order function.
When Python 3 is introduced? No.
I don't have.
Which version of Python you are using?
I'm using Python 3.
Have you ever used Python 2?
No, sir.
Can we use two versions at the same time?
Maybe.
Yeah, but how?
By installing it.
By installing. So two versions you can install.
Sure, sir.
Possible two versions to install in a system. Okay. If let's say it is possible, then how? Now print hello is there, and printf hello is there. Something print hello. Okay. So how you will say that Python 2 is used to print it, Python 3 is used to print it? How to set a path? It is
Python
interpreted
3,
language, right? So you need
yes.
to set path for interpreter, right?
Yes.
How to do that?
I'm not familiar with Python 2, but definitely I can give answer for the Python 3. For printing hello, print in single double quote, I can use in literals hello.
आज किरण एकेडमी ने एक ऐप लॉन्च की है, आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दी गई, आप डाउनलोड कीजिए, उसमें आपको सारे फ्री कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, प्लेसमेंट के कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, टेक्निकल मॉक इंटरव्यूज मिलेंगे, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया हुआ है जिससे आप कोई भी इंटरव्यू को पास कर सकते हो, ट्राई कर सकते हो, एटलीस्ट अपना प्रिपरेशन और अच्छा एक लेवल पे ले जा सकते हो। बहुत सारे कोर्सेज भी है उसमें जहाँ पे आप बाय कर सकते हो, पेड कोर्सेज है, बहुत छोटा छोटा अमाउंट हम चार्ज कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर आपको प्री रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस भी मिलेंगे, बहुत सारी चीजें ये ऐप में लेके आए हम, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया है, आज तक का हमारा एक्सपीरियंस उसमें आपको दिखेगा, हमने कितना काम किया हुआ है जो आपको फ्री में भी बहुत कुछ देके जाएगा। ओके, इफ आई आस्क यू टू क्रिएट अ Django project, what are the steps you will be putting?
Okay. First, we need to install a virtual environment, that is py, means pip install my venv. Then we will create a folder, that is py -m my-env, venv and my-env. My-env is a virtual environment name that can be any name. Then after that, after creating a folder, we will activate the folder, that is script dot activate my-env scripts activate.bat, and later we will install the Django. The command will be py -m pip install.
Don't you
Django.
think these steps can be told in this way, like first create an environment, then do this, then do this, instead of telling us steps?
Okay,
Can you try that?
sure.
Then activate, then migrate, something kind of, okay? So let's start.
First, I will create my environment. Then
By using a pip command.
pip command.
That's it. Finish. You don't need to tell pip and all that stuff.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Then I will create a folder.
Mhm.
Then after that, I will install Django
Mhm.
by using pip. Then after that, we will create a project in particular directory.
Perfect.
Then after creating a project, we will go in particular by using cd my project name, that is our project. And
So instead of we'll go into project by using a CD.
CD.
Yeah, good. Then
after we will create a app
we'll create a app by using a command.
by using py manage.py start.
Okay, great. Then
Our project will be ready, and after that code and simply space dot we will enter in our VS Code.
okay. So what are the files you get in VS Code then?
We will get app folder and a project folder that we have created, my project and my app. These both are the app will be created in our Django project, and they implies as setting.py file in project, manage.py, and in app models.py, views.py, and urls.py files are there.
What is the urls.py?
Okay. URL is a uniform resource locator. URLs in urls.py are the files that are used in app that gives roadmap to the views that we have created. Means any HTTP request that user sending, it will give the output.
Okay. Settings.py?
Setting.py file is in project, and that gives the overall mapping in our project.
Do you know package in Python?
Yes.
Okay. How to create a package? See, I have created one folder. When you will say it is a package in Python, you know, one file automatically get created in package.
Using init.
Perfect. Can you explain constructor? Why to use constructor?
constructor is a magic method that is that is used for the constructor is a magic method. The init method is used when an object is created, and self is a keyword. Self is a first parameter using init method.
What is DDL and DML?
DDL is data definition language. DML is data manipulation language. Both are the SQL types.
Yeah. So any examples of DDL and DML?
To insert a data, to update a data, we use DML, and to revoke a data or truncate a data, we use DDL commands.
Okay. Do you know joins in database?
Yes.
Okay, what is that?
Joins are the joining two tables, two or more tables. There are different types of joins: inner join, self join, outer join, cross join. In outer join, there are three types: left join, right join, and full outer join.
When to use outer join, when to use inner join?
When we have to join all the data, then we use full outer join, and when we have to join only matching data, then we use inner join.
Perfect. So optional. Use word optional. Whenever you want to fetch optional data, you will be using outer join. Otherwise, you will be using inner join. Will you remember that? Yeah, it's good. When to use self join?
When we have to join tables, rows from the same table, then we use self join.
When you might need that?
It's on the requirement.
But which requirement?
If I have to join only two rows or columns from the table.
No, in such cases you can give example like employee table is there and team lead column is there. See, employee name, employee ID, and team lead ID. Some employee will be team lead of some employee, right? Understood? And you want to fetch some employees under the team lead. Understood? See, employee ID, employee name, and team leader ID. Now, team leader ID is some employee only, na? And if you want to fetch employees under the team lead, understood? Then you need a self join.
Using alias.
Can you explain why do you self join? Just now I told you. Just repeat that example.
When we have a employee ID and team lead and the name, when we have to join some team lead and employee ID, then we will use self join.
Within the same table, if you want to put joins to fetch some data, it's not team lead name, it's a team lead ID. Your name is same as that of employee name, right? Okay. Let's say you are my boss. We both are employee, right? Employee name means there would be a Samiksha also and Kiran also. Yes or no?
Yes.
You have one ID, I have two ID. Team lead ID, I am your boss.
Yes.
So in front of Samiksha, there will be Kiran ID, that is 2. Understood? Like Samiksha, there will be Archana. Archana also has Kiran boss. Then in front of Archana, it will be
some common data.
Yes. So in such cases, you will be using a self join. Great. So up till now, you're good. Interview is going good. You're giving answers also. So should I ask you more question? What is JSON?
JavaScript object notation.
What is it?
I haven't used, sir.
But where you heard this?
I heard in serialization.
What is serialization?
Serialization is a tool or a package,
Concept.
Yes, concept that converts complex data structure or models into in a specific structure that can be stored or transmitted later. For serializer, we can use picking and JSON or etc.
Okay, if you want to store the JSON into database, what should be the data type of the column?
String.
String?
Yes.
No blob? Glob?
What, sir?
You know glob and blob? You are correct. String also, glob also. It's a character data you can, big data if you want to store. Understood? Like remark column is there. Big box is there. Remark. This much remark you want to store. So sometimes we don't use string data type. You can use a glob. Understood?
Yes.
So what are the data types you know in the database?
MySQL.
Hmm.
There are various kinds of databases like string, numeric,
Hmm.
etc.
What is abstract in Python?
Abstract is a process of hiding data
Hmm.
and basically,
This is keyword in Python, abstract?
yes.
Okay. What are other keywords you know in Python? Just list out.
Is, in, for.
Why to use in?
In is a verification operator that verifies whether the element present in the list or set or dictionary.
What is?
Is a validatory operator that validates the data that is that checks the memory. If the variable if variable A having value 10 and variable B having value 20, it will check the memory location of both for this. If both are the true, then it will give boolean true value.
Okay, you told is, in. Again, which keywords are there in Python?
While,
For.
for,
Again. Elif. Except.
else, try, catch.
Catch is there in Python?
No,
Okay.
it's in Java. Sorry.
Then
Try except.
try except. Any more? From.
From. Yes.
Why do you use from?
I haven't used from.
You didn't use? Import, you know, import package.
Okay, yes. From module name, yes, I have used.
Again, any more keywords you can remember? What is the use of yield method?
Yield using generator. In generator.
Yes, what's the use of it?
Because the generator basically, sorry for the word, basically.
No problem, you can talk. Later we can improve that, you can skip that word, okay?
Yes.
That was just advice. Many people had nothing but have it, basically, simply. So that might not require, okay? So go ahead.
Okay. Generator are the iterators. All iterators are not generator, but when we have to use when we have to use a variable at once, then we declare yield. By using yield, we declare the generator, and it will use for only once, and that's all.
What is pip?
Pip is a package installer program.
Why to use pip?
Python have various kinds of libraries. Instead of using all the libraries and all the packages, it cannot be provided in standard library. But by using pip, we can install a particular as per our requirement. We can use the pip.
What is PayPet?
PayPet is a performance enhancement plan that is used for the code reusability and code
How do you use
readability.
that? How do you use that?
It is a Python program that defines program to
Okay, what is a migrate command in Python?
migrate command is used to migrate all the data from the models.py file, and the migrate is used as a means
Okay, make migration is there.
yes.
What is that?
Make migrations are nothing but handling databases. Instead of using writing SQL queries, we can use make migrations, and from which we can insert, update, delete our data from the database. That is
So what is the
defined-
difference between make migration and migrate?
Make migrations is first command is used in used for the migrate, used for the database, and make migration and migrate, these both are the commands, and make migration is used for a database, and migrate is used to migrate all the data in particular fields or data table.
Did you ever write any JavaScript code?
Yes,
For what?
for front-end language.
What you did in JavaScript?
Uh,
Anything you remember?
no, sir.
Did you use or not?
I have used, but most of the cases I have used HTML and CSS.
For what purpose you use CSS?
For
Means in your project I'm asking. I already asked you question before also. CSS is for giving colors and all that things. What CSS you used in your project, that is student management system?
to make a style, background images, to include background images, like
Okay, so what are the modules were there in your project, students management system?
there is a login module.
Login is a module or functionality?
It is a module, and
Any other module?
module.
Yeah, so any other module there was in student management system.
Student details is a module that display the student details. After that, a form that describe form. It's a simple project that only includes form that we are giving from the user, and it will print the details. Just
Those who are seeing this video, I have to tell, like, whenever you are explaining a project, talk some 1 or 2 lines about the project, and then you start with the users and then modules. Users mean those people who are logging into system. It doesn't mean that Samiksha, Kiran and everything. It is just like a customer, admin, accountant, cashier. All these are what? Users. Then go for modules. Login is not a module. Login is just a functionality. User detail is functionality. So you can say login and logout was one module. Means including many functionalities, there is a module. Got my point now? Like student management is one module where students can be added, updated, deleted. Student profile is one of the functionality of student module. You got my point? My account is a module name. Inside that account can be operated, deleted, added. You understood now what I'm saying? There is my one video also in the YouTube. You can see how to explain your academic project. Okay, so you see that, you'll understand the things. Okay, so next question. Should I ask you questions? You tired?
Ask me.
Oh, no problem. What is user-defined function and built-in function?
User-defined functions are defined by user. Built-in functions which are already defined by Python.
Okay. How to take inputs from user in Python?
By using input function. Input.
Okay. If I want to take 2 inputs at a time, then?
Split method.
So 2 inputs I can take by using that method?
Yes.
Okay. But I think split method is used to splitting a string, right?
No, sir.
Hmm.
Split method is input dot split is used to.
But am I wrong in this? Split method is used to split a string. Right
you
or
are
wrong?
correct.
But then you are also correct, no?
Yes.
So can you explain?
The split method is a in string is to split the two strings or two list, and in input function the split is used to take a input more than one input from this.
Slicing also can split a string, right?
Yes.
Split method also do the same thing.
Yes.
Then what's the difference?
But slicing do more than multiple what can I say
Operations.
operation. Yes.
Hmm.
And split is only for the particular list, two list.
If I want to reverse a string by using a slice operator, how will you do that?
Simply I will assign the slicing method to the string. I will reverse the string. If the reverse string and the input string is same, it will print it will print the output.
Okay. What string manipulations you have done till now? Means in your project or somewhere.
String upper, lower, camel case.
These are the functions, right?
Yes.
In string class. Again, any more functions? Why to use lambda?
To compact the code.
To compact the code?
Yes. When we don't want to define a function, then we use a lambda as a lambda function.
What is decorator?
Decorator is a function that takes another function as a parameter and modifies without modifying the existing one.
Can we write two constructors in a class?
Yes.
We can?
Yes.
Okay. Why to write two? We can write, right? Multiple constructors we can write. Why? What might be the need of doing that?
Because it is an object-oriented language to perform objects.
No, to perform different initializations. Sometimes student is a class, you want to initialize his age, location and phone. Sometimes you might need age, location, phone and maybe something cost of a mobile. Then you will be using different constructors, right? Yeah. In Python, memory management you already told me, right? Del method is also told, right? How to allocate a memory? It's not about memory management I'm asking you. Can you allocate a memory for list? Like I have 3 elements, but I want to allocate memory for 10 elements. Can it be possible?
Yes.
How?
Simply writing the list elements.
10?
Yes.
But I will write 3 elements only. Is it possible?
No.
Then what is the list bracket 10? What does it mean?
It means it has the capacity of including elements 10.
But if I add 3, is it possible?
For what, sir?
List. If I add only 3 elements, is it possible or not?
Yes, it can be.
But capacity can be 10?
Yes.
Great. Okay. How to iterate a dictionary?
Using for loop.
Which methods are used?
There are 3 methods. There are built-in 3 methods in dictionary that are keys, items, and values.
When to use items and when to use values?
Okay. When we have written values from a dictionary, then we use value method. When we have to return a tuple, then we use item method.
So with items, both will get at a time, right? Keys and values.
Yes.
Correct. Not only for tuples. You can get everything at a time. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more? Why to use keys?
For
Okay. How to read Excel sheet in Python?
don't know, sir.
How to load Excel sheet? No?
No.
Okay. What is the difference between simple list and NumPy list?
Simple list is a order heterogeneous collection. NumPy list means basically it is a array. NumPy array. It is a homogeneous collection of elements. In list, it is slower, but in NumPy array are faster.
Okay, if I ask you to generate numbers between 50 to 100, only odd number should print. What will do? Shortest way.
What's that?
I want to print only even numbers from 50 to 100. What would be the shortest way to do that?
50 to 100.
How you will print? Only even numbers.
By using modulo. Means taking a variable that will iterate all the elements from the list, and it will modulo by 2 equal to 0. If yes, it will print even numbers.
What is the range function? You heard about range?
Yes.
Why do you use range?
To iterate.
To
To iterate.
iterate or generate?
Iterate.
Not generate. If I ask you to generate numbers from 0 to 100, then how you will generate?
Yes, I will take the range from
You take
10
the range.
to 100.
So it's iterate or generate?
It will generate.
Not iterate?
No.
For iteration there will be for loop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So I'm very happy that you were able to give answers for every question. I would say like a 95% answers you have given. I'm very happy with your performance. Thank you, Samiksha. Actually, I have gone through most of the things of your knowledge, and I see that you have wonderfully answered all of the questions. I really like this interview because you was able to answer many of the questions, and I hope you also feel confident about it. Do you find this interview useful?
Yes, sir.
In what sense?
In
Like, why you think that this interview was useful to you?
because I'm giving my interview to the director of the Kiran Academy.
But that's okay. Then if,
No, that's not okay. That's the big thing for me. And yeah.
And you can prepare all the questions, right?
Yes.
Like whatever you have answered, whatever you have not answered, that you can answer, correct? So you'll be practicing more now.
Okay, sir.
But I'm very happy that more than 90%, earlier I have said 95, now I'm saying 90% at least you have answered. And remember guys, everyone, it's not necessary that you should be knowing everything, but whatever you know should be good at expert level and at the confident level. So you will be able to answer them properly. So thank you, Samiksha, and thank you, and see you again. Okay, next interview we'll take again, we'll arrange, and in that interview I hope you will be performing more better. We'll do more coding, we'll do more puzzle type questions, more high level questions. Okay,
Sure, sir.
so guys, those who are listening this video, stay tuned, we'll be meeting again. See you, thank you, bye bye. आज किरण एकेडमी ने एक ऐप लॉन्च की है, आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दी गई है, आप डाउनलोड कीजिए, उसमें आपको सारे फ्री कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, प्लेसमेंट के कोर्सेज मिलेंगे, टेक्निकल मॉक इंटरव्यूज मिलेंगे, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया हुआ है जिससे आप कोई भी इंटरव्यू को पास कर सकते हो, ट्राई कर सकते हो, एटलीस्ट अपना प्रिपरेशन और अच्छा एक लेवल पे ले जा सकते हो। बहुत सारे कोर्सेज भी है उसमें जहाँ पे आप बाय कर सकते हो, पेड कोर्सेज है, बहुत छोटा छोटा अमाउंट हम चार्ज कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर आपको प्री रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस भी मिलेंगे, बहुत सारी चीज़ें ये ऐप में लेके आए हम, सारा डेटा हमने कंसोलिडेट किया है, आज तक का हमारा एक्सपीरियंस उसमें आपको दिखेगा, हमने कितना काम किया हुआ है जो आपको फ्री में भी बहुत कुछ देके जाएगा। धन्यवाद।